Now, Mo, we know that the Seawolves basketball team has been favored by many for their conference to win the conference and to have the playoffs go through them at this arena. What do they have to do tonight? It's the first home game in 622 days because of COVID. So what do they have to do tonight to get the ball rolling, to have this home court advantage for the rest of the season?
Number one, show that this is your home court. Your home court advantage, first home game. Make it difficult for opposing teams when they come into Island Federal Arena that this is your home court and you're not going to walk out of here with an easy W at all.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have a pretty good crowd here tonight for a Monday night.
Yeah.
And the home opener, as we mentioned, but with the early start, you never know what could happen. Maybe more people file in later to make this a really loud building, make it hard on the Sacred Heart Pioneers. So who are the players to look out for tonight for the Seawolves? Who do you expect to have a big game here at home?
Well, I expect Elijah Olani, actually, because prior to last season, he was averaging about 18 points per game. And he transferred, but he came back to the Seawolves, and so far, he had a tough start to the season, only averaging 7.5 points per game. So I expect him to get going against Sacred Heart. Also, I want to see more of Frankie Policelli, because everybody was saying that he's going to make a leap in this Seawolves program. But so far this season, he's also have not been playing good. And you might want to wonder, is the hip still affecting him or not? So let's see if Elijah Olani and Frankie Policelli can get going in this game. But for the rest, I know Taki will show up, and I know that Jahil Jenkins will show up. So let's see what happens.
You just mentioned Frankie Policelli. It looks like he might get the nod to start tonight. Number 2, Frankie Policelli out of New Hartford, New York. The sophomore, redshirt sophomore, looks like he's going to get the start tonight. So he might be able to get a hot start and get going from the three-point line early in this game. So the starting lineup for both teams take the floor. For Stony Brook, number 1, Jaleel Jenkins. Number 2, Frankie Policelli. Number 4, Takei Green. And we also have number 15, Anthony Roberts. And number 3, Elijah Olani. So, okay, so here we go. Getting ready for tip-off here.
Okay,
and Stony Brook wins the tip as Jaleel Jenkins recovers the ball and brings it up the court. Stony Brook Seawolves sporting their white uniforms as a quick pass inside to Takei Green, and he gets fouled as he goes up for the layup. So quick 2 free throws for the Seawolves.
And if you're the Seawolves, you want to be aggressive. You want to be able to attack the paint, especially with Taki Green, being able to attack the paint and draw fouls and get to the free throw line and hit from the charity stripe.
For the Seawolves, white uniforms, red stripe down the side with red letters and red numbers. For Sacred Heart, it's red unis, top and bottom, with white lettering, white numbers. So here comes Sacred Heart after 2 made free throws from Green. And now it is Watson passing it in. And Watson gets it back. And now it's a quick steal, but recovered by Sacred Heart. So here is number 45, Nico Gillette, with a quick pass and another quick pass. And it's blocked by the Seawolves. And eventually, number 21, Bryce Johnson for Sacred Heart is fouled. And he'll have 2 free throws coming up.
And you just saw right there, Bryce Johnson, even though he missed the layup, being aggressive and grabbing the offensive rebound and trying to get second chance points. And if you're the Seawolves, this is something you have to watch out for because this team knows how to rebound.
As he misses the first free throw. So 0 for 1 from the line is Johnson going for the second attempt, and that is good. So the Seawolves lead 2-1. Jaleel Jenkins for the Seawolves passes to Olin. Quick pass to Green on the left wing. Back to Roberts up top. Step back jumper is good, and Seawolves have 4. Here comes Clark for Sacred Heart up the floor. He makes a quick move and pass as they pass it around now. Sacred Heart. This is Watson with a quick pass over to Clark, but it's deflected by Green of Stony Brook, and it'll go out of bounds. So an inbounds play for Sacred Heart. It'll be Watson on the throw-in. Quick pass to Clark. He works up top, looking for a step back, then a quick crossover to the left, and he gets it in with some contact. No foul on the play, but Seawolves lead 4-3.
And Clark is so aggressive. He has a quick first step. He's able to beat defenders out, and that's exactly what he did right there. He was able to beat out his defender. Quick step, nice layup.
Here's Policelli with a quick pass to Roberts on the left wing. Then a quick pass up top to Green. He takes a mid-ranger, but it's no good, and rebounded by Nico Gillette for Sacred Heart. Here comes Clark for the Pioneers. Quick pass over to Watson. Watson looking to drive, then throws a bad pass, and it's stolen by Policelli. Here come the Seawolves with Roberts. Quick pass to Jenkins. Takes a quick three, and it's in and out as another rebound for Gillette. He passes it over to Thomas. Fakes a three, tries to force a pass, gets it back. And a quick steal from Jaleel Jenkins, and he's all by himself for an easy layup the other way. 6-3, Seawolves lead. 17 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And a great steal by Jaleel Jenkins, and that caused them to score transition points right there on a fast break because he was able to use his hands and be quick with it.
Here's Clark now with a quick pass inside to Johnson, who passes it outside to Gillette for a three, but it's no good and rebounded by Stony Brook. Here's Roberts now, passes it over to Jenkins on the right wing, who gives it over to Alani on the left wing, and to Green now driving in. He gets stripped, and Sacred Heart has the ball now coming up the other way. Here is Johnson with a quick pass over to Thomas, takes a mid-range jumper, and it's no good. And it's out of bounds on Sacred Heart with the Seawolves heading the other way.
And it's very surprising that Juan Felix Rodriguez was coming off the bench.
Yeah, so it looks like we have Rodriguez coming in for Green early on here, just over 3 minutes into the game. And now we also have Policelli coming out for the Seawolves in exchange for Omar Abwe. So here's Jenkins now bringing it up to the right wing. He dribbles over and over, passes up top to Rodriguez, who kicks it over to Roberts. He drives down the left side, and with some contact, but they're going to call a charge on the Seawolves. Roberts had a beautiful layup down the baseline, left side, made the basket, but they called a charge against him.
And Anthony Roberts, nice job being aggressive, but you have to watch out for the charge. And that was just a nice job by Bryce Johnson being able to take the charge and make sure that that bucket doesn't count.
So here's Watson now for Sacred Heart, trying to look for Johnson down low in the post. So here's Gillette, gives it over to Thomas. Thomas on the left wing takes a three-pointer, no good, rebounded by Gillette and put back in on a layup. Poor boxing out from Stony Brook.
And that's the guy you have to watch out for, other than Tyler Thomas and Aaron Clark. You have to watch out for Gillette because, like I said, he's ranked 27 in rebounds.
A quick basket from Olin Nee of Stony Brook, and they still have the lead 8-5, just under 16 minutes to play. Here's Clark for Sacred Heart, kicks it over to Thomas on the left wing. Left wing and driving, picks up his dribble, passes back to Clark up top. Clark gets a screen from Gillette and starts driving, passes to Gillette. Gillette forces it up, and now Stony Brook gets the rebound, and they're running. Here's Jenkins to Abwe, and he makes the transition basket. Seawolves lead 10-5. Here comes Sacred Heart the other way. Bryce Johnson over to Thomas. Back to Johnson and over to Clark. Clark drives, throws up a floater, and that goes in. 10-7, Seawolves, with 15 minutes to go in this first half. Here's Rodriguez now on the right wing. Passes into the post for Olani. He looks for a little step back, and that's no good. Almost rebounded by Rodriguez, but then taken away by Gillette. Here comes Thomas with some contact, and the basket is good, no foul. Lead is cut to 1.
And Thomas is so tough, man, as he goes right at Omar Hobway and gets the tough layup. Surprised they didn't call foul on that play.
So here's Jenkins for Stony Brook. Kicks it over to Roberts on the left wing. He takes a dribble in and then pulls up, and the shot is no good. Now it's a fighting rebound, and we'll have a jump ball. Fault between Abwe and Watson for Sacred Heart. Good hustle there for the Seawolves.
Actually, great hustle by both teams as the Seawolves running after the loose ball, and one of Sacred Heart's players grabbing the ball to make it a jump ball. So it's an even side affair on that play.
Yeah, so we have a little break in the action. Stony Brook leads 10-9. We have 14 minutes, 29 seconds left in the half. What have you seen so far out of both teams in this game?
A lot of hustling. I'm seeing a lot of hustling on both sides, actually. One on Sacred Heart, getting rebounds, and that's what they're most known for. And then the Seawolves hustling for loose balls and scoring on transition because they're getting a lot of fast breaks due to them hustling and going after loose balls and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been able to get some steals and quick rebounds to work in transition to get some easier buckets, which this team can do. They're a smaller team, but they're a faster team, and that's the kind of play they really like to have, especially early in the game.
Yeah, and you have a lot of members on the Seawolves team that play with a lot of heart, and especially like Tyke Green, actually always going after boards and trying to make his teammates better on fast break points.
Yeah, and for Sacred Heart, they have a quick 4 points from Aaron Clark, the guard you said to watch out for pregame. You don't want to get him going early if you're the Seawolves.
Yeah, and right now he's 2 for 2 with 4 points. So you don't want him to get going and get a lot of momentum against your defense because he can hurt you.
Yeah,
everywhere.
No doubt. And we've seen it a little bit here and there as they try to set up a pick and roll game between Clark and Johnson, the big man that they fed into the post a few times. So here we go. After the break, both teams take the floor. It'll be Jenkins, Green, Rodriguez, Abwe, and Sales for Stony Brook. For Sacred Heart, it'll be Clark, Gillette. Looks like checking in is Dutriel, as well as Riley and Sixsmith for the Pioneers. A quick steal from Rodriguez and a hard effort bucket to go up 12-9. Good play by Rodriguez.
And that's exactly what happens when you hustle. So Rodriguez comes out with the steal and then scores on the fast break. And if you're the Seawolves, you want to continue to keep hustling.
So here comes Sacred Heart now. Clark up top. Tries to cross over Green, but gets nowhere. Passes over to Collette, who passes to Clark in the corner, but no good. His shot was no good from the corner and out of bounds on Sacred Heart. Here come the Seawolves with the ball, and it is Jenkins.
Even though Clark missed that was a great look, and that was a bad part on the Seawolves because you don't want him to get easy looks from the three-point line because he can hit, especially from that corner.
Here's Jenkins up top. Kicks it over to Abwe and into Sales in the post. He tries to hit Abwe onto the basket, and it's deflected by Sacred Heart. And here comes Sixsmith up top. Looking to pass. He's got no one. And now he finds Clark up top, who crosses Rodriguez. Nowhere to go. Good defense by Rodriguez. Sacred Heart with a drive. No good on the shot from Riley. And out of bounds on Sacred Heart. So here come the Seawolves. Another good stop on defense.
And you're seeing the Seawolves toughening it up on defense, making sure that Sacred Heart doesn't get second chance points. So you're seeing them box out a lot and bringing a lot of pressure.
Seawolves feed Sales down low. The layup is no good. Offensive rebound by Green. His putback is no good on the layup attempt. Here comes Sacred Heart off the rebound. Here's Clark again trying to drive. No shot. Foul on the floor by Jaleel Jenkins. And to me, Jenkins has been playing good defense so far on Clark. Tough foul call there, but overall, Clark has had, not much going.
Yeah, and that's a nice job by Jenkins, even though he fouled him, but staying right in front of him because he knows that Clark has that quick first step. So a nice job by him staying in front.
Yes, absolutely. So here we go. Jenkins checks out. Quick throw in from Sacred Heart. Open shot, mid-ranger by Gillette is no good. And now we have another foul on Stony Brook on the rebound attempt. So Dutriel was fouled. And here goes Sacred Heart passing it in to Gillette again. He works, and now we're going to have an offensive foul on Gillette. And now Stony Brook will get the ball.
And a great job by Tyke, realizing that he's about to have a step on him and making sure to draw the charge. And now the Seawolves get the ball back on offense.
So here we go. It's Abwe down low, kicks it out to Rodriguez for three, but it's no good, and rebounded by Gillette. He is a monster on the boards, running in transition, hits Riley in the corner for a three. Sacred Heart now ties it up, 12-12, with 12 minutes to go in the first half. And here comes Rodriguez for Stony Brook as he works up top. Beautiful dribble move as he kicks it to the corner for Abwe. No good on the three, but is fouled.
Yeah, and a nice job moving the ball offensively, making sure that it's not one-dimensional and moving the ball and trying to find teammates to take the wide-open shot, and that's exactly what Juan Felix Rodriguez did right there.
Yeah, it was a great dribble move by Rodriguez to get through the two defenders, and then a wide-open Abwe unfortunately missed the shot, but was fouled coming down from the shot attempt. So he'll have three free throw attempts coming up after the short break here. So we have a tie game so far. Is this what you were expecting to see up to this point?
Well, yes, because Sacred Heart, even though they're 2-3, they aren't a bad team. They're a really good team in terms of rebounding and hustling. And the Seawolves and Sacred Heart have similar play styles. Both of them trying to get offensive rebounds, trying to score off second chance points, and scoring off fast breaks. So I do expect it to be a close game.
Yeah, and we've seen Nico Gillette so far for Sacred Heart really bring the energy on the boards as well as scoring. He has 5 points up to this point of their 12 for the team. So if you're Stony Brook, I think you got to start to focus on him. Make sure to start by boxing him out.
Exactly. Because, like I said in the pregame, Nico Gillette is a really great rebounder. And so far, they have not been able to box him out, which is fine. You take the time out now you realize that you have to pay attention to Nico Gillette because he is a monster in terms of getting rebounds, and so far he has 6 rebounds.
Yeah, no doubt. He has been a force both on the defensive end and the offensive end coming off the glass. So here we go. The teams take the floor again. Just under 12 minutes to play here in the first half of the Seawolves home opener for the men's basketball team here at Island Federal Arena. So here we go. Abwe, first of 3 free throw attempts. Abwe sets, shoots, and it rolls in and out. Ooh. So 0 for 1.
And I know that had to hurt because it was a 3-point play, and you were expecting 3 points, and you missed the first free throw.
Makes the second, 1 of 2 with 1 to go. Seawolves take the lead back, 13-12. He makes the third free throw. So now the Seawolves have a 2-point lead. And here comes Sacred Heart. Thomas will bring it up for the Pioneers. Passes over to Riley. Good shooter Riley is. Already has 1 3-pointer on the night. Back over to Thomas. Feeds down low to Dutriel. And his layup is good. So now we're all tied up at 14.
And a nice job by Dutriel posting up his defender. Fakes out the pass to Thomas and hits the nice post layup.
So here come the Seawolves. Sails down low, kicks it out. Looking for Roberts, who has a mid-range jumper. And it goes in after it bounces off the rim and the glass. So the Seawolves take the lead back. Here comes Riley. Rodriguez defending. Thomas on the right wing for Sacred Heart. Green guarding him. Kicks it over to Riley. Pass deflected out of bounds by Rodriguez. Good heads-up play there by Rodriguez. It'll be a throw-in for Sacred Heart. Let's see what they work to do here. Threw in up top and back over now to Sixsmith. Now we have Thomas working up top on Roberts. He drives to the left and a good swat by Anthony Roberts. Out of bounds. Sacred Heart holds possession. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. It'll be Riley on the throw-in for Sacred Heart. He does a quick pass in to Dutriel, and he makes a quick layup. Good pass down low from under the hoop.
And a nice job by Dutriel looking towards the baseline and then finds a mismatch in Elijah Olani and posts him up and scores.
Roberts working up top now for the Seawolves. Passes over to Olani, who passes across the court to Rodriguez. He drives down low, kicks out, and now Roberts has it on the left wing. Here sails down low, double coming. Rodriguez cuts, good pass, and good bucket by the Seawolves. Rodriguez on the finish.
Nice finish by Rodriguez, and a nice pass by Jaden Sells, seeing Rodriguez cutting in the middle and hits him.
Coming back the other way, Thomas for Sacred Heart hits a 3 on the right wing. And now it's 19-18, Pioneers lead over the Seawolves. Here comes Rodriguez, working up top. Takes a few steps in, passes back up top to Green, who passes over to Roberts on the right wing. He drives down baseline, now step back jumper, and it's no good. A little too strong, and Sacred Heart gets the rebound. Here comes Riley, passes up to Johnson, and he slams it home. And now the Pioneers lead 21-18 on the Seawolves.
And that was just a phenomenal pass by Riley, finding Bryce Johnson on the dunk, and just a nice job on the fast break by Riley, hitting Bryce Johnson with that phenomenal pass.
Joey Riley on transition pass to Bryce Johnson for the slam. Here are the Seawolves now working. A 3 from Rodriguez overshot, and it is rebound by Sacred Heart, but we're going to have a jump ball as Green fought for possession. So now Stony Brook has possession off of that jump ball. So they'll have a throw in here in a moment. After a few substitutions, Jenkins checks back in, as well as Policelli, as Sales and Rodriguez catch a breather. Jenkins looking to throw it in. He finds Roberts on the left wing. He gives it to Jenkins as he works up top now. Top of the key, crosses to the right, step back, and that is a little too strong as Sacred Heart gets the rebound. Here's Dutriel as he passes over to Riley, and he works up top on Jenkins. Passes over to Johnson. Johnson, quick pass to Sixsmith, and it's turned over. Jenkins on the interception as he drives the other way, but his layup is no good, but quickly cleaned up by Takai Green.
Nice
good
steal
hustle there by Takai Green.
Nice steal by Jenkins, and then the nice job by Takai Green following up with the miss and put back in it in.
So now we have a fumble of the ball on the offensive side for Sacred Heart, and it is eventually poked out of bounds, and it'll be Stony Brook ball. Good active hands on the defensive side for Stony Brook here early in the game. Jaleel Jenkins brings it up for the Seawolves. Pioneers lead 21-20, just over 8 minutes to go in the half. Here's Policelli from the right wing for three, and it is good. And the Seawolves take the lead back, 23-21.
And we want to see more of that. Frankie Policelli being able to hit his threes and get going and bring a lot of momentum to the Seawolves offense.
Here's Sacred Heart now working. Sixsmith on the left wing. He takes a deep three, no good. Rebounded by Policelli. Here comes Jenkins up the floor for Stony Brook, and he goes right to the basket, but loses it on the way, and Sixsmith is fouled after the steal. It'll be a foul on Takai Green as we have a break in the action. So, Mo, I'll give you a minute here to just talk about what we've seen so far in this first half. Seawolves lead 23-21, just under 8 minutes to go. But we've seen a lot of back-and-forth action. Both teams have had the lead. Both teams have had some things going and some things not working. So what are you seeing?
Well, like I said earlier, I'm seeing a lot of hustling, especially from the Seawolves, getting turnovers and scoring on fast breaks. But from Sacred Heart, I'm seeing them getting a lot of rebounds. Right now, they out-rebound Stony Brook 12-8, and I'm seeing them getting a lot of rebounds and hustling for loose balls. But on offense, I'm also seeing the Seawolves not taking their time, especially on that last play with Jaleel Jenkins, not taking his time, and it led to a turnover. So you have to slow it down on offense. And I know that it was a fast break, but Sacred Heart's defender was able to keep up with them on a fast break. So you want to take your time and realize the defense, basically.
Yeah, and we've seen active hands on the defensive side for the Seawolves. Jenkins with a couple interceptions leading to fast break points, as well as stopping them as they're driving to the basket, creating loose balls, creating turnovers. And you got to like what you see so far on the defensive side for Stony Brook.
Yeah, and they have a total of 5 steals so far against Sacred Heart. And like I said, you seeing them hustle, trying to get turnovers and score on transition.
Something you got to like, if you're both coaches, honestly, is the spread out scoring. It's not one guy that you're relying on for all your points. For the Sacred Heart Pioneers, you have 5 from Tyler Thomas and Nico Gillette, as well as 4 from Aaron Clark. And if you're Stony Brook, you have 4 from Anthony Roberts, Takai Green, and Omar Abwe. So spread out scoring. We're seeing team basketball early in this game.
Yeah, and that's what the sport is, basketball. You want to be able to not be one-dimensional and be predictable and have only one player scoring majority of your points. You want to be able to spread out the basketball and get your teammates going, because then that's going to lead to a lot of momentum.
So the action picks back up here at Island Federal Arena. Sacred Heart with the ball. It's Watson on the right wing. He works on Jenkins, driving to the basket. Throws it up, no good, little too strong. Green on the rebound for Stony Brook. He passes to Jenkins, who works up top, looking for a screen from Olani. Passes to Olani now, working on the left wing. He steps back for a three. It's a little short and rebounded by Policelli. Good hustle by the Seawolves. And here's Roberts now working up top on Thomas. He throws up a floater, no good, too strong. Policelli, another offensive rebound, and puts it back up. No good, but another offensive rebound by Green, and he puts it in. 25-21, Seawolves.
And that was just a tale of just offensive rebounds, trying to get second points. And Taki Green finally answering the Seawolves' wish on that second chance point play.
Here comes Johnson the other way for Sacred Heart and puts up a quick shot. And he is fouled. It looks like they're going to give him the bucket as the shot did go in, and he'll have an N1 opportunity after that foul.
Wow. I saw one referee calling it a travel, and then another referee saying that it was an N1. So I'm glad that they came all together in terms that it was an N1 instead of a travel. So now Bryce Johnson will make it a three-point play.
Yeah, we'll see what he has here. We had a couple different calls on the floor. Finally figured out. Basket is good, and Johnson has one free throw. Abwe checks in for Stony Brook. The free throw is no good, and Abwe gets the rebound. Here comes Jenkins up the floor with the ball and a 2-point lead. Passes up top to Abwe, kicks it over to Roberts on the left wing as he drives. Now Jenkins up top. Quick pass over to Olani, back to the left wing. And he drives in, kicking out to Policelli on the right wing. Now Jenkins has it up top. Shot clock under 10. He drives, goes up for a layup, is blocked by Thomas. And here comes Sacred Heart after Bryce Johnson gets the rebound. Thomas working on the right wing for Sacred Heart. He drives on Policelli baseline, and the layup is good. All tied up here, 25-25.
And that is what Thomas is good at. Making you believe that he's going to shoot it, and then drives into the basket.
Here's Policelli from the corner for three, and it is good. Seawolves lead 28-25. 5.5 to go here from Stony Brook.
And a nice shot by Frankie Policelli. He was open in the corner, takes a shot, and makes it, and that's exactly what he's good at, shooting. And we're seeing more of that in this game because in the last two games, only having one field goal and hasn't made a three-pointer this season, and now has made 2 3-pointers this game.
Heading back the other way, we just had a foul against Stony Brook. It looked like Tyler Thomas got 2 Stony Brook defenders to jump on a pump fake from three-point land. As he drove to the basket, he was fouled, so he'll have free throws as we are in the bonus. Thomas' first free throw, no good. Rebounded is a scramble, and Sacred Heart gets it back. Watson for 3, no good. Rebounded by Roberts. Here come the Seawolves, leading 28-25 with just over 5 minutes to play in the first half. Here's Olani driving in, makes a quick pass over, but it's stolen by Sacred Heart, and Thomas brings the ball up after the steal. Olani looking for Diallo down low on that last turnover. Here's Thomas now working on Diallo from up top. Crosses him over, step back, now passes over to Clark, who drives on Roberts. Throws up a layup, and it is good. So now the lead is cut to 1. Stony Brook working with some tempo. Here comes Jenkins the other way, passes back to Olani, and the layup is good. And the Seawolves lead 30-27. 4 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the half. Pioneers work the other way now. Clark on the left wing. Olani defending, passes up top to Watson. Drives on Roberts, passes over, and it is going to be a foul against Diallo of Stony Brook. Dutriel, the big man for Sacred Heart, put a spin move on him and then fell to the floor after some contact. Comes up a little bit hobbled. It looks like he might have rolled that ankle.
Yeah, and he's struggling right now. But he's able to make it to the free throw line. But you can see that he's in pain.
So he'll have a free throw coming up as we are in the bonus here. And it's no good. So Sacred Heart unable to capitalize from the free throw line the last 2 times out. Here comes Stony Brook the other way. It's Anthony Roberts. Kicks it over to Diallo for a mid-range shot. No good. Rebounded by Watson of Sacred Heart. And he comes down the other way, working from the top of the key, and passes over to Clark, who shoots for 3, and it's good. As Clark hits a 3 from the top of the key to tie it up 30-30.
And that's the guy you want to watch out for, Aaron Clark. And now he's 4 for 5, and he hits a three-pointer with 9 points.
Jenkins looking for a 3 of his own for Stony Brook. No good, too strong. Rebounded by Sacred Heart. And here comes Clark the other way, working on Diallo. Step back 3, gets him falling, and it is good. Back-to-back threes. Check that, no foot on the line. It was only a 2-pointer for Aaron Clark.
And just a nice move by Aaron Clark, dropping his defender and hitting the 2-point shot from mid-range. And he's so quick and he's so shifty.
Here's Stony Brook working the ball around, finding the open player. Roberts down low as he gets fouled on the layup attempt. He'll have 2 free throws coming up after this short break of action on the court. So, Mo, I saw how excited you just got after seeing Aaron Clark put a little move on Diallo. So, break that move down for us, what we just saw.
Well, we saw him near the left arc, and the defender tries to reach on Aaron Clark, and Aaron Clark hits a nice move, uses his quickness, steps back, and hits the mid-range shot. And that was just a really nice move by Aaron Clark. And it looks like he's getting going, he's getting hot against this Seawolves basketball team. So the nice timeout called from the Seawolves because they don't want him to continue his momentum going because he can erupt for 30 points the way it's looking like.
Yeah, 5 straight points for Aaron Clark of Sacred Heart. Could have been 6, but his toe was on the line on that last shot attempt, so it was only 2 points. So he leads Sacred Heart scoring anyways with 11. Tyler Thomas right behind him with 7. For Stony Brook, Frankie Policelli had 2 quick 3-pointers, so he has 6, as Takai Green also has 6 to lead the team in scoring. So we have a score of 32-30. Sacred Heart is leading. Just over 3 minutes to go in this first half, but we do have Roberts coming up with 2 free throws after that foul on the Pioneers. What do you expect to see in these last 3 minutes before we head into halftime?
Well, now they're going to throw defenders at Aaron Clark because he's starting to get going as he scored the last 5 points for the Sacred Heart basketball team. So you want to be able to stop him and don't let him continue to keep going. And you want to be able to box out and try to get second chance points and move the ball with patience on offense.
Yeah, and you talked about making sure the defense focuses on Clark, but that could also open up opportunities for Tyler Thomas and Nico Gillette, who we saw early in this game, kind of eating on the glass, as well as second chance opportunities for points.
Yeah, you're right about that. So whatever game plan the Seawolves have, they need to be able to stop Aaron Clark, Tyler Thomas, and Nico Gillette.
Robert's good on his first free throw, and the second one is also good. So we're all tied up here, 32-32. Here comes Clark for Sacred Heart, bringing the ball over half court, working on Roberts from the top of the key. He goes to his right and drives, getting contact, but it looks like we're going to have an offensive foul against Clark. Good play from Takai Green, drawing the charge on that last play.
Yeah, nice charge by Takai Green, realizing that Aaron Clark beat him out, so they don't want him to make that layup. So a nice charge, and it led to a Sacred Heart turnover.
So here comes Seawolves working the other way. Roberts passes it across the court to the right wing to Jenkins. Now Rodriguez in the corner, but passes it back to Jenkins. He works a step back mid-range, and it's clean and good for two. Seawolves lead 34-32, 2.5 minutes to go till halftime. Here's Clark the other way for Sacred Heart. Passes over to Sixsmith. He's getting doubled in the corner, forces a pass, and it's turned over. Here comes Stony Brook the other way. Jenkins working, quick pass to Oleni, and it's an easy layup as the Seawolves go up by 4, just over 2 minutes to go. And now it's a quick turnover, it looks like, by Sacred Heart. I'm not sure what we have here, Mo, but it looks like Stony Brook is going to have the ball after that bucket. So here's Jenkins on the throw-in. Finds Rodriguez in the corner. He does a drive and a step back mid-range, no good, too strong. And it's rebounded by Sixsmith of Sacred Heart. He brings it up and passes to Clark on the right wing. He gives it over to Thomas, who drives and forces a pass, and it's turned over again. Here's Jenkins out in transition, and an easy layup the other way with no defense. And the Seawolves take a 6-point lead, 38-32, with 1:45 before half, and we're going to have a timeout by Sacred Heart.
And after that last timeout, taken with 2 minutes left in the game, the Seawolves come out on an 8-0 run. And I don't know what water or Gatorade they just take, but they was able to score in transition, capitalizing off fast breaks and scoring. 8-0 run, and now they're up by 6 with 1 minute and 45 seconds left to go in this half.
Yeah, and we're seeing great defense from the Seawolves, forcing turnovers, giving Jaleel Jenkins the opportunity to run out in transition for easy layup baskets, and that's really what has given the Seawolves the lead here, 38-32. Both teams now back on the floor, and Sacred Heart passes it in. This time, no funny business, as Clark brings the ball up over half court. Roberts guarding him on defense. Oh, and it's a quick turnover again. Here comes Green with a slam, and the crowd goes wild as the Seawolves take an 8-point lead, 40-32. Minute 20 to go in the half.
And Taki Green, nice hustle, gets the steal on the fast break with a nice dunk. And like you said, the fans was going crazy.
A quick basket the other way for Sacred Heart. Some good passing between Riley and Dutriel on the layup. Here comes Stony Brook the other way. It's Oleni with a tough layup, and it goes down. Seawolves lead 42-34 with less than a minute to go in the half. Riley working the other way for Sacred Heart, passes over to Clark. Now he finds Watson on the left wing. He works up top and gives it to Riley. He drives baseline and steps back. Gives it over to Watson again. And now he gives it up top to Clark, who works on Roberts. Step back three is no good, too strong. And it's rebounded, tough rebound by Sacred Heart and Dutriel. And we have a stoppage here. Jaleel Jenkins down on one knee. He might have taken an elbow on that last play. It was definitely a scramble for that rebound off of the miss from Aaron Clark. And then there was two Seawolves in the area, but Dutriel, the big man, was able to win out and put up an easy layup as Jenkins hit the floor. I think he took an elbow from Dutriel on that rebound opportunity. Jenkins will check out for the Seawolves. And it looks like Policelli will come in now. But we're going to have a timeout on the floor. So Jenkins looks like he's okay. I see him walking back over to the huddle after consulting with the trainer for the Seawolves. So let's catch you up. If you're just tuning in here, 90.1 FM WUSB on Long Island, or WUSB.FM, the Listen Now tab from anywhere online. The Seawolves in their home opener are leading 42-36 over the Sacred Heart Pioneers. We have 33 seconds before halftime, and the Seawolves will have the ball after this timeout. So, Mo, what have you seen this first half? What do you expect to see with this last possession for the Seawolves?
Well, I say run the clock out, try to get a last-second shot to go into halftime, and you wouldn't want Sacred Heart to really touch the basketball. You just want to run the clock out and try to get the last-second shot to go into halftime.
And that's exactly what we see here. The Seawolves holding for one as Rodriguez dribbles just over half court on the right side. Shot clock down to 10, game clock down to 12. And he dribbles away as he drives now. Kicks over to Roberts. Roberts got nowhere to go. And now clock is running out. Rodriguez throws up a three. No good, too strong. Quick tip by Green. No good also. And that's the halftime buzzer. Seawolves lead 42-36. Really quick, Mo, what do you like to see out of this Seawolves team coming back the second half, or what have you seen so far from them in the first?
Well, to continue to go on this run right now, they're on a 12-4 run. So you want to continue to go on this run and make it hard for Sacred Heart to get back into this game.
Now, if you're Sacred Heart, what do you have to do after this halftime break? Maybe recollect yourself and try to get back into this one. You're only down 6 at the half.
Well, if you're Sacred Heart, you want to try to stop this momentum that the Seawolves had within the last 2 minutes and make sure that you're gonna make it difficult for the Seawolves to score and hit your open shots and get Aaron Clark and Tyler Thomas going.
Yes, hi, and welcome back here to Island Federal Arena for the Stony Brook men's basketball home opener against the Sacred Heart Pioneers. We are just about 3 minutes away from the start of the second half, and the Stony Brook Seawolves lead 42-36 over the Sacred Heart Pioneers. Mo, we saw a lot of things in that first half, but a couple things I wanted to focus on were the turnovers. If we look at the box score, Sacred Heart has 11 turnovers, Stony Brook only 5.
Yeah, and Sacred Heart has not been able to really hold on to the basketball because they've been turning over and been rushing on offense, which led to a lot of Seawolves transition points and being able to score on the fast break, and especially a lot of where Tyke Green's points is coming from because of transition points, and Jaleel Jenkins too.
Now, something we talked about, Mo, in the pregame was Stony Brook getting their three-point shooting going. And if you look at the box score, they haven't. Only shooting 25% from three-point range, 2 for 8, both threes coming from Policelli in that first half. So if you're Stony Brook, you come out of the first half shooting poorly from 3 with a 6-point lead. Imagine if you start to get going from the three-point range.
Well, once they start to get going, then this lead could turn from a 6-point lead to a 20-point lead because the Seawolves are shooting 2 for 8 on the three-point line, and they haven't had a lot of bad misses. It's a lot of in and out or almost in, and you want to be able to hit down these shots to gain a bigger lead.
Yeah, and if you're Sacred Heart, one stat that's got to make you sick is you're 1 for 5 from the free throw line. These are supposed to be free points, and you're missing 4 of them. You could be down by 1 basket. Instead, you're down by 6 because of it.
Yeah, and you want to be able to hit from the charity strike, but they have not been able to hit from the charity strike at all. So 1 for 5, that is abysmal, shooting 20% from the charity strike. You want to be able to hit these free throws, be aggressive, and continue to get free throws.
So we're about a minute away from the start of the second half. Both teams finishing warm-ups, coming out of the locker room. You're listening on 90.1 FM or at WUSB.FM, online, anywhere. So one thing from WUSB we want to say to everybody, have a happy Thanksgiving coming up on Thursday. If you're doing any traveling, make sure you stay safe out there. And if you plan to do any Black Friday shopping, make sure that you stay safe with that as well. Both teams in the huddle, getting ready for the second half action. Your leading scorers from the first half for Sacred Heart, Aaron Clark, the point guard, has 11 points. Dutriel, the big man for Sacred Heart, has 8. And Clark's second-hand man, Tyler Thomas, also has 7 for the Pioneers. For Stony Brook, Olani has 8 points. Tyke Green also has 8, and Jaleel Jenkins has 6 points. We saw Jenkins shaken up towards the end of that first half as he took an elbow from Dutriel of Sacred Heart, but he seems to be okay now as he's on the floor to start the second half. Sacred Heart will start with the ball as Stony Brook won the tip to start the game. On the floor for Stony Brook, Jaleel Jenkins, Elijah Olani, Anthony Roberts, Tyke Green, and Frankie Policelli. For Sacred Heart, it's Aaron Clark. It's also Johnson, Thomas, Watson, and Gillette. So here's Sacred Heart. First possession of the half. And Thomas drives, kicks over to the corner. Clark for an open 3, passes it up, drives down baseline, gives it to Gillette down low, and he scores the first points of the second half as the score is now 42-38. Seawolves lead by 4. Here comes Jenkins the other way for Stony Brook, working on the left wing. He gives it to Olani, who drives and now steps back for a mid-range. No good, too strong. And here comes Sacred Heart with the rebound. It's Johnson. Passes over to Clark, working on the left wing. And he finds Watson, who finds Gillette. Gillette drives, forces a pass, and it's a turnover. Here comes Olani with the ball. And he loses it for a second, but no issue as nobody's around, and he keeps it going. Here's Jaleel Jenkins working up top. Sacred Heart now working a zone defense. Here's Green in the corner from the pass from Policelli, but it's no good. And Sacred Heart with the rebound, Watson going the other way.
And so far, the Seawolves have not yet to score in the second half, and they need to keep the momentum going.
So here's Sacred Heart working. They're down 4 with 18 and a half to go in the half. And it's a big block from Policelli on Johnson. Here comes Seawolves the other way. Jenkins works a spin and gets fouled by Watson as he was working to the right hand. Good spin move from Jaleel Jenkins.
Nice block by Policelli. And it looked like Bryce Johnson didn't see him at all, and he hits the nice block. And now it's going to lead to Jaleel Jenkins to hit from the charity strike, something that Sacred Heart has not been able to do this whole night against the Seawolves.
Yeah, Seawolves much better from the charity stripe. 6 for 7 tonight as Jaleel Jenkins gets ready for 2. Jenkins' first free throw is good. If you're just tuning in here, Stony Brook sporting the white uniforms with red lettering and numbers, and Sacred Heart in the red jerseys, tops and bottoms, with white letters and numbers. Jenkins' second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Watson of Sacred Heart. Passes to Clark, who will bring it up over half court. Working on Roberts from Stony Brook. Clark makes a cross, and he drives to the left. Goes for the reverse to the right. No good, but Gillette on the rebound for Sacred Heart. He puts it back up, and it's good. You got to love the grit from Gillette of Sacred Heart.
And that is exactly what Gillette is good for. Nice job getting the second chance point, boxing out, getting the second chance points, and now down by 3.
And that's exactly right. Here the Seawolves with a 3-point lead, 43-40. Policelli working in the corner, shoots a 3, no good. Rebounded by Johnson of Sacred Heart, and he passes it up quick to Tyler Thomas, who now drives and kicks out to Clark on the left wing, and he drives, and he's got a nice layup as he beats Olani to the basket. Seawolves lead cut to 1, 43-42, just over 17 minutes to play in the game.
And Clark using his quick first step, beating out his defender with a nice baseline layup. And now they're down by 1.
Oleni looking for a drive and a quick pass to Policelli, but poor pass from Oleni as it goes out of bounds, and Sacred Heart will take the ball heading the other way. 2 quick substitutions for the Seawolves as Roberts and Policelli will check out. Rodriguez and Abwe check in as they still have a 1-point lead. Here comes Clark for Sacred Heart. He dribbles up over half court, working on Rodriguez. He passes over to Gillette, who passes over now to Watson, and he drives on Jenkins, baseline, and gets the bucket. Pioneers take the lead, 44-43.
And you just saw Watson literally just bullied Rodriguez on that play. Nice job bullying, making sure that I'm stronger than you, I'm tougher than you, and I'm going to score that layup. So a nice job by Watson.
So here's Rodriguez now by the free throw line. Kicks it out to Abwe, who's on the right wing. The double comes, and he kicks it out. Stony Brook working it around. Jaleel Jenkins drives from top of the key and hits a mid-range floater. And they take the lead back. Seawolves lead 45-44.
Great floater by Jenkins, realizing that nobody was open. So he takes the one-on-one and sees a nice opening for the floater. And now they're up by 1.
Here's Thomas working on the right wing for Sacred Heart. He drives to the left and has an opening, and it goes down. Sacred Heart takes the lead back as we work our way just under 16 minutes here at Island Federal Arena. Jenkins coming down now, using the screen from Abwe. He's on the left wing. Kicks it over to Green in the left corner. Back out to Jenkins. He drives to the right, kicks it out to Oleni. Oleni takes a step back mid-range, but it's no good, too strong, and rebounded by Johnson of Sacred Heart. Here comes Clark now, bringing it over half court. Here's Clark now working. He's getting a screen from Johnson, passes over to Gillette, and now Watson works on the left wing. He drives to the right, kicks it back out to Clark. Clark now working his own, and he drives to the basket after getting through his first defender with an easy layup at the cup. And the Pioneers take a 3-point lead, 48-45, 15 minutes, 14 seconds left to go in the game.
And you just see Sacred Heart utilizing the mismatches, as you just saw Aaron Clark realize that Juan Felix Rodriguez is a mismatch because he's shorter than him and he's stronger than him. So he bullies him in the paint for the nice layup. And now Sacred Heart is up by 3 in the second half.
Yeah, we've seen the Sacred Heart guards kind of take advantage of their one-on-one matchups, and they're beating their defenders to the basket, and there's no help coming, at least as of those last few possessions. Stony Brook is going to need to make some adjustments moving forward.
You're right about that. And it needs to start with Aaron Clark, making sure he doesn't get going at all. And he scored 4 points this quarter, so you don't want him to have momentum on this stretch because Sacred Heart is going on a run so far in the second half. Second of all, you want to be able to box out, especially Gillette. And like I said earlier, he's ranked 27th in the country in terms of rebounds. So you want to be able to box him out and being able to get the offensive rebounds, score second chance points, and get defensive rebounds.
Yeah, absolutely. As you just mentioned, Nico Gillette already has 8 rebounds on the game tonight. Aaron Clark, the leading scorer for Sacred Heart, has a quick 4 points in the first 5 minutes of this half. And coming off of the 11 points from the first half, you have to expect he'll want to keep it going in this second half. So, if you're Stony Brook, what do you have to do to keep it going on offense? Because so far, you've started off slow in these first 5 minutes.
Yeah, you want to ruin the momentum that Sacred Heart has, because to start off this half, the Seawolves are 1 for 7, and they only made 1 field goal attempt against Sacred Heart and a couple of free throws. So you want to get going on offense and then stop Aaron Clark on the defensive side of the basketball.
Yeah, and so far, since the halftime break, Sacred Heart has kind of been able to suck the momentum out of this building. If you're Stony Brook, you want to create a turnover or get a big play to get the fans back into this one and make it known that this is your home court.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, you're projected to be the number one in this conference. And if it's playoff time and you have a home court advantage, you want to make it show that it's going to be difficult to walk out of here with a W. So right now, they need to build some momentum on offense against Sacred Heart.
So out of that timeout, here come the Seawolves. Roberts working on the right wing, passes it around up top. Here comes Rodriguez and passes to Roberts, who's driving in with some momentum. Shot is no good and rebounded by Sacred Heart. Here comes Tyler Thomas up the right wing. Puts a quick crossover move, but goes nowhere. Here comes Gillette working baseline, and he's got nowhere to go on Aboy. Aboy playing good defense against Gillette. Passes it back out to Tyler Thomas, who works on Jenkins. Aboy with the switch, and Thomas working a step back, but falls as he passes out to Johnson. And now we have a late whistle. It looks like we're going to have a foul against Stony Brook. I think it's going to go against Aboy.
And now it's a timeout. So,
yeah, so we have a break in the action here. A late whistle. I don't know if it was an off-the-ball foul or if the ref was just late calling it off that pass from Thomas. But either way, it'll be a foul against Stony Brook, and Sacred Heart will have the ball out of this break. And they're still sporting a three-point lead, 48-45, with 14 and a half to go left in this game.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, you want to try to just stop whatever momentum that Sacred Heart have right now, as they're going on a 14-3 run so far in the second half. So like I said, stop players like Aaron Clark, Tyler Thomas, and box out Nico Gillette.
Yep. So, out of this break, Sacred Heart will still have the three-point lead and the ball. We'll see what lineups both Stony Brook and Sacred Heart will bring out onto the court. You're listening on 90.1 FM, WUSB Radio on Long Island, or at WUSB.FM online from anywhere you want to. Once again, we want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving coming up this Thursday. If you're traveling, make sure you do so safely. As well, if you plan to shop on Black Friday, make sure you do that safely as well. People get crazy out there.
Yeah. Let's not make history repeat itself. So let's have a safe Black Friday shopping, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm going to get myself a lot of stuff. What you going to get yourself for Black Friday, man?
Yeah, I mean, you can do it the right way. Just, you know, you don't need the flat screen TV that bad. You know what I'm saying? So, it looks like the Seawolves are ready to come out of this break. They'll have Jenkins, Rodriguez, Green, Aboy, and Roberts on the floor. Sacred Heart taking a little longer in their huddle, waiting to see who takes the floor. Sacred Heart leads 48-45 over the Seawolves, and we still have 14 minutes, 34 seconds left in this game. For Sacred Heart, it'll be Thomas, Johnson, Gillette, as well as Clark and Watson. So here we go. Thrown into Gillette, who takes it from the free throw line. He passes it to Clark, who throws a bad pass into Watson, and it's stolen by Jenkins. He moves some momentum, and it's a missed layup by Rodriguez. Good pass by Jenkins, poor layup by Rodriguez.
And that was not a smart decision by Rodriguez. He had a wide open layup and tried to reverse it. And now that's going to lead to Sacred Heart scoring on that play off the miss with Juan Felix Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rodriguez missed and had a fast break opportunity for Sacred Heart, and Johnson put up an easy layup coming off the pass of Thomas. Here's a three from Roberts of Seawolves, and it's good. And now that cuts the lead to 2. That was just 5. Pioneers lead 50-48. Just under 14 minutes here to play in the game. Here's Clark now working the left wing. He takes a deep three on Jenkins, and it's no good, a little too strong. But who else? It's Gillette with the offensive rebound for the Pioneers. He kicks it over to Johnson. He gets his man to pump, and with the N1 bucket from Johnson of Sacred Heart.
Nice pump fake by Johnson, and then scoring the N1, and now he will have a chance to make it a three-point play as he tries to hit on the charity strike.
We've seen Bryce Johnson here the last few possessions for Sacred Heart being crafty and finding his way open in that low post area, setting up 2 quick buckets and now a chance at an N1 with his free throw.
Let's see how loud the crowd is going to get when he's trying to shoot free throws.
And he misses, so no N1, just the 2, as the Pioneers lead by 4, 52-48. We approach the 13-minute mark. Oleni drives, kicks out to Policelli for 3. No good. Johnson on the rebound for Sacred Heart. And he runs the floor himself, going all the way. Layup is short, gets his own rebound. That time the layup is good for Johnson. And the Pioneers take a 6-point lead.
And we're calling a lot of Johnson's name because he's able to hustle, bully defenders in the paint, and get second chance points. And that's exactly what he just did right there.
Here's Oleni working on the left wing. Sends it down to Policelli in the high post. Throws a pass across the court to Jenkins, but it's deflected by Clark and goes out of bounds. It'll be Stony Brook ball. Couple substitutions for Sacred Heart. Johnson comes off the floor, as well as Thomas for the Pioneers, as Riley and Dutriel check in for Sacred Heart. Roberts on the throw-in. He'll give it to Oleni, working on the right post. Pass, back it out to Roberts, and the 3 ball is airballed. Policelli on the rebound, and he puts it up for a layup. Seawolves down by 4.
And the great hustle by Frankie Policelli, 6'8", realized that, oh, if I get a rebound, I'm able to hit the layup when nobody's around me, and nobody can contest that layup, and that's exactly what he just did.
Watson with a pass to Riley. Riley runs in a circle, finds himself open from mid-range, but misses the shot. Rebound goes out of bounds. It'll be Sacred Heart ball. Sacred Heart leads the Seawolves 54-50, and we have 12 minutes, 15 seconds left in this game. It'll be Clark on the inbound. He gets it back from Dutriel. He works on the left wing. Dutriel trying to find position in the post. Pass up top to Gillette for 3, and it's good. And the Pioneers take a 7-point lead now after that 3-point shot from Nico Gillette.
Yeah, and he was smothered on that shot, and he still was able to hit that 3.
Jenkins looking for a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here comes Gillette with the rebound, trying to drive, but passes out to Clark, who drives and finds Riley in the corner for 3, and that's no good. Policelli on the rebound, ball knocked out of his hands by Sacred Heart as it goes out of bounds. And we have a timeout now on the floor. So a little break in the action again. It'll be Stony Brook ball after the ball was deflected out of bounds by Sacred Heart. But the Pioneers still have the lead, 57-50, as we have hit the 11-minute, 40-second mark in this second half. What do you have to do, Mo, if you're the Seawolves and you got to get back into this game?
Well, on defense, box out Bryce Johnson, because he's been making a lot of noise, especially this half, and he has a total right now of 7 rebounds. So try to box him out, make sure he doesn't get second chance points, and also try to put a stop to Aaron Clark and Nico Gillette, because Nico Gillette is actually starting to get going too in this half, as they're going on a run right now with 11 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in the second half. So the Seawolves utilize this timeout, game plan against the Sacred Heart offense, and on offense, try to score and try to get Frankie Policelli going, because so far he's been getting going this game. So try to make sure he gets open looks from the 3-point line, and then try to make sure Taki Green is being able to continue to hustle and try to get offensive boards and defensive boards.
Yeah, and both teams are shooting poorly from three-point land. Sacred Heart is 4 for 12, and Seawolves are 3 for 14. Not really what you want from three-point range. But where the big problem is for the Seawolves is they're being out-rebounded 33 to 21. That's just too much. Especially we see Johnson and Gillette attacking the offensive glass, giving the Pioneers second chance opportunities, and they're capitalizing on it.
And that's exactly what the focus was this game, box out, because this team is ranked number 13 in the country and number 1 in the conference in terms of rebounding. So you want to be able to box out, and that's something that so far the Seawolves have not been able to do, as they are out-rebound by the Sacred Heart, 33 rebounds to 21.
So here come the Seawolves out of that break. Policelli with the ball up top. We're going to have a foul against Sacred Heart. It's going to be on Dutriel with the off-the-ball foul against Jaden Sales.
His second personal and the team's second.
A throw-in from under the hoop from Jenkins, passes it in to Sales, who gives it back to Jenkins. Now Olani from up top, looking for Roberts in the post. Decides to go to his right to Policelli, who's at the top of the key. He finds Olani in the corner, who works the baseline, then cuts back to the middle, throws up a tough layup, but it's no good, and Gillette gets the rebound. Here comes Sacred Heart. Gillette working on the left wing. He's going to do it by himself as he drives, but now looks to kick out. He's got Sixsmith on the drive. He puts up a layup, but it's swatted by Sales, and it goes out of bounds off Sacred Heart as it hit Sixsmith on the way out of bounds.
So the Seawolves starting to stay strong on the defensive side of the basketball. Now they just got to put up some points on offense.
And as Jenkins was working his way to the basket there, we have a quick foul against Sacred Heart. That's going to be on Riley of the Pioneers. Here's Jenkins with the throw-in. He hits Roberts up top. Roberts working on Sixsmith. Here comes Olani now working on Thomas. He finds Sales in the post, working from the right side. Finds Olani up top, and he drives with the left, and it is good, and that cuts the lead to 5 of Sacred Heart, 57 to 52. Just over 10 minutes here in the second half. Here's Gillette now, working off the right wing, finds Dutriel down low, gets Sales to jump, and goes up and is fouled. Layup no good, but he'll have 2 free throws upcoming.
Foul on Stony Brook number 23, Jaden Sales. His first personal and the team's third.
So Sacred Heart leads here at Island Federal Arena in Stony Brook, New York. They lead 57 to 52. We have Contavio Dutriel at the line, and he misses the first of 2 free throws. 10 minutes, 23 seconds to go in this game. And the Seawolves have to change something if they want to get back into the lead.
Yeah, and it starts with just rebounding, as the Sacred Heart is out-rebounding them 34 to 22, and 2 missed free throws, but the Monty right there.
So here comes Stony Brook the other way. Roberts driving, looking for a foul, doesn't get it. Johnson on the rebound for Sacred Heart, kicks it over to Sixsmith, and now he drives with a layup, and he gets an N1 layup after the foul on Sales, and the layup goes down. So the Pioneers now will lead 59-52 with 1 free throw upcoming. Gotta love the play there from Sixsmith.
Yeah, Sixsmith being tough, going right at Jaden Sales for the nice and 1 layup. Let's see if he can make it a 3-point play, and he just did. So now they're up 60 to 52 with 10 minutes left to go in the second half.
It looks like the Seawolves are going to opt for some substitutions. Probably a good move there. So here's Jenkins working on the right wing for the Seawolves. Roberts now in the post. He drives, but loses his dribble. Here's Olani from the corner. He drives baseline and is blocked, but it's going to be a foul on Tyler Thomas of Sacred Heart. Looked like it might have been a clean block, but maybe there was contact during the while they were in the air.
And that's exactly what you want to do. Be aggressive, try to go to the charity strike, and knock down free throws.
Yeah, and the bonus for Stony Brook is it stops the clock as well. So here's the first of two from Olani. First one is good. Pioneers lead cut to 7 as they lead 60-53. One more free throw coming up from Olani. Rodriguez and Green check in for the Seawolves as Sales and Policelli will take a seat. And the second free throw is good. So now the lead is cut to 6, and you need a stop if you're the Stony Brook Seawolves. Here comes Riley the other way for Sacred Heart. Rodriguez guarding him at half court. Riley makes his way to the left wing, and he passes it in to Johnson. Johnson finds a quick double, passes it out to Thomas, who drives to the left from the top of the key. Shoots up mid-range, and it's no good. Rebounded by Rodriguez. They have numbers. Here comes the Seawolves. Olani up top, passes it out to Rodriguez. He drives to his left. It is lost, but now he goes up after recovering the ball and gets a layup. Lead cut to 4, 60-56, Sacred Heart with the lead. And now Riley is getting the half-court press from the Seawolves, and now they're double-teaming Johnson, forcing a bad pass, but now a wide-open Riley from 3 for Sacred Heart, and it's good. The double team hits the Seawolves in the heart as it backfires.
And that's exactly what happens when you're bringing a lot of pressure. So they ran a half-court press, and then because they doubled the paint, Riley was wide open from the three-point line, and it allowed him to hit that shot. But a nice shot by Roberts right there to put the lead back into 4.
So a big three-point shot from Anthony Roberts for the Seawolves, and the lead is cut to 4 as we had three-pointers both ways. First from Riley of Sacred Heart, now from Roberts of Stony Brook. Sacred Heart went back down the other way with a drive under the basket, tried to kick it out to the corner, but the ball bounced out of bounds on its way to the corner. So the Seawolves have the ball down by 4 and 8.5 to go in the game. Rodriguez drives, kicks out to Olani in the corner with a quick pass down low to Green, and he gets a layup, and the lead is cut to 2, 63-61. Sacred Heart leads just over 8 minutes to go.
And now you're starting to see the Seawolves playing aggressive on offense, and that starts with Taki Green. He's your most aggressive player on this team, so him able, and a nice steal by Olani.
Olani with the steal after Gillette drove from the top of the key. He lost it, and now here comes Jaleel Jenkins the other way. He kicks out to Olani, who drives to the right, and it won't go down. So the ball rolls out of the hoop, and Sacred Heart with the rebound. Here comes Clark the other way. Sacred Heart still leads by 2 with 7.5 to go in this game. And the crowd getting into it now. You can hear chants of defense here at Island Federal Arena. Clark drives on Olani. He loses the ball. Gets it back, passes to Gillette from the low post, and the shot is good. And now they go up by 4. Gillette wide open there, right from in front of the free throw line for an easy mid-range jumper. Here comes Roberts working the other way now for the Seawolves, and he loses the ball, and Watson picks it up going the other way for an easy layup as Sacred Heart extends the lead by 6 now. Not what you wanted if you were the Seawolves.
Yeah, and that was just a bad job by Roberts not being able to take his time on offense and turn over the basketball, which led to Sacred Heart scoring in transition, and now they're up by 6 with 7 minutes left to go in the second half.
Yeah, and the Seawolves, you don't want to play with this Pioneer team for too long because you're down 6 with 7 minutes to go. If you don't start cutting away at this lead, you could find yourself by multiple possessions with almost no time left in the game.
You're right about that. So try to make sure don't turn over the basketball on offense, and they did a very good job of that in the first half as they only had 5 turnovers, but now they have a total of 7 turnovers two came this quarter, and Sacred Heart is being able to capitalize from their turnovers, being able to score from it. So you want to be able to be patient on offense and don't turn over the basketball.
So let's give you a quick recap here from Island Federal Arena. If you're just tuning in here on 90.1 FM WUSB Radio, the Seawolves are down 6 to Sacred Heart Pioneers. The score is 67-61 with 7 minutes to go in this game. At the half, the Seawolves had the lead by 6 points. Now they're down 6. Your leading scorers for the Sacred Heart Pioneers are Aaron Clark with 15, and Bryce Johnson and Nico Gillette both have 11. For the Stony Brook Seawolves, Anthony Roberts and Elijah Olani have 12, and Ty Key Green has 10 points of his own. So, Mo, what do you expect to see the Seawolves come out with after this timeout? What do they need to do to cut this lead and find a lead of their own?
Well, now Frankie Policelli has entered the game, so you're going to see them try to get Frankie Policelli open and being able to hit his three-point shots and be patient on offense and not turn over the basketball at all.
Now, do you think the Seawolves should still focus on the three-point shot, or do you think they focus too much on it and it's come back to hurt them up to this point?
Well, they need to focus more on the three-point shot because they're taking it a lot to the rack, and they're not getting a lot of foul calls. But this team could shoot from the three-point line, so I'll say try to, well, turn over the basketball right there by Taki Green. And now Thomas.
Quick foul the other way. It looks like the foul is going to be on Rodriguez of the Seawolves against Johnson. Bryce Johnson for Sacred Heart. He'll have 2 free throws coming up. A quick steal there by the Sacred Heart defense. Green got the ball in the post, looked the other way, and a double team came and poked it out. And Sacred Heart was on the fast break. 2 free throws here for Bryce Johnson.
And now you're starting to see these turnovers are starting to haunt the Seawolves because now whenever they have the ball, Sacred Heart is starting to poke the ball loose and stealing the ball and try to get in transition. So you need to be able to be patient.
First free throw, no good for Johnson. Completes the second one. So now the lead is 68-61. Pioneers with the lead, just under 7 minutes to play. Jenkins' step back three is going to be no good as the ball goes out of bounds off the top of the backboard. And now Stony Brook coming out with a full court press. Sacred Heart gets the ball into Thomas, passes it back to Watson, and Stony Brook will retreat. Watson brings the ball over half court for Sacred Heart, working at the top of the key on Anthony Roberts. Watson passes over to Clark, who comes to the top now, just over half court, and Rodriguez guards him right there. Works to his right now is Clark, steps back to the left, throws up a floater, bounces off the rim a few times, no good, but is rebounded by Johnson of Sacred Heart, and now Gillette has it on the left wing. And now it's quickly stolen by Stony Brook, but a late whistle as they're going to call a reach-in foul on Anthony Roberts. Roberts did not like the call as he gave a stern look to the official right there who called him on the reach. 6 minutes, 2 seconds here left in the game. Sacred Heart leads 68-61. Sacred Heart gets the ball in. Clark working up top. He's got 2 defenders on him. That leaves a Gillette wide open from top of the key, but his shot is no good, and Roberts gets the rebound. Here come the Seawolves. They need a bucket. Here comes Policelli with a 3. No good, too strong. Rebounded by Green as he kicks it out to Jenkins. Jenkins drives, finds Rodriguez in the corner for 3. No good, too strong. Rebounded by Sacred Heart and Gillette, and he goes all the way. Passes it out to Thomas on the right wing. Finds Clark in the corner, fakes the 3, and finds Johnson up top. And now Clark will get the ball just over half court and kill some clock as the shot clock runs under 10 seconds now. He drives to his left on Rodriguez, gets help from Green. Johnson working up top for Sacred Heart. And now we're going to have a foul against the Seawolves. It looks like it's going to go against Green.
Foul on Stony Brook number 15, Anthony Roberts.
Check
His
that.
second personal.
Foul on Anthony Roberts. And now Sacred Heart will go to the line once again. Bryce Johnson shooting the free throw attempt.
You need to watch out for these fouls because now Sacred Heart is in the bonus. So
First one is good, so he'll have a second attempt here as the Sacred Heart lead extends 69-61 with just over 5 minutes here to play in the game. Johnson's second one, no good. Green with the rebound, but it's poked out by Thomas. And now Sacred Heart gets the ball back again. Not what you can afford if you're the Seawolves here. Thomas drives in, might have been a walk, but passes it over to Johnson down low, who now passes it out of bounds, and the Seawolves get the ball back. They're down 8 with just under 5 minutes to play, and this is not what you want if you're the Seawolves. Right now it's looking like you could start the season 0-3 and losing your home opener here against Sacred Heart. Jenkins works on the left wing, passes it up top to Rodriguez. He drives to the right, finds Roberts on the cut. His layup is too strong. Green back off the tip, no good. Goes up again and is fouled. Good work on the offensive boards from Ty Key Green.
and he hustles. And it's a nice job going after the rebound and being aggressive. And now he has a chance to cut this deficit to about 6 points if he's able to hit from the charity strike.
His first one is no good. That could come back to haunt the Seawolves. They're down 8 here with just over 4.5 minutes to play.
And with that 11th rebound for today, that puts Taki Green in a double-double.
So he hits the second one, but the lead is still 7, so it'll be a 3-possession game still. You would have liked him to hit both, cut it to a 2-possession game. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds off the throw-in on Policelli, so Sacred Heart still holds the ball, but Stony Brook working this full court press against Sacred Heart, not letting in any easy runs. But Clark goes for a full court cut, and the long ball is sent from Watson for an easy layup on Clark. He caught Rodriguez sleeping, and it led to an easy layup for Sacred Heart.
That was just basically a quarterback to receiver pass right there, right to Clark. Watson off the inbound just hits Clark, and Clark just scores. Wow, nice pass.
Here's Jenkins now working from up top for the Seawolves. Shot clock at 7. He throws up a floater, which is good, but now that cuts the lead back to 7 after that Hail Mary throw and catch and finish from Sacred Heart.
And Jenkins with a nice layup right there, and it should have been an and one, but nice layup. Continue to be tough.
Stony Brook needs a stop here. Here comes Johnson from the top of the key driving, and we're going to have a charge on Johnson. Good defensive play there from Ty Key Green, who drew the charge against Johnson of Sacred Heart. So we'll have a timeout here. A media timeout, that is. Sacred Heart leads 71-64. 7-point lead. We're under 4 minutes here to play at Island Federal. What do the Seawolves have to do if they want a chance to win this game? Right now, their chances are looking pretty bleak.
Well, you want to continue to keep that momentum of Jenkins' layup on the last play, and now you get the ball back off that turnover. So you want to keep the offense moving, being patient, because Sacred Heart is starting to play aggressive on defense, and that is something that we did not see in the first half. So they're starting to play aggressive, so be patient, take your time, and score if you're the Seawolves.
Yeah, we see now Sacred Heart with a 7-point lead. In the first half, we saw Stony Brook go into the halftime break with a 6-point lead. They kind of had the stronger defense. They were getting out in transition for easy buckets. The script has kind of flipped here in the second half. Sacred Heart buckling down on the defensive side, forcing Stony Brook to turn the ball over, and they themselves, the Pioneers, have gotten some easy buckets in transition, including what we saw, that Hail Mary throw-in off the inbound when Stony Brook went to a full court press.
Yeah. And if you're the Seawolves, you have to watch out for that just in case it happens again. If they're able to inbound the basketball, make sure you play deep down the court and make it tough for the Sacred Heart to try to score.
So if you're just tuning in here on 90.1 FM WUSB Radio, we are bringing you the Stony Brook men's basketball home opener from Island Federal Arena. At the half, Stony Brook had the lead by 6 points against Sacred Heart. But now we find ourselves late in the game, 3 minutes, 43 seconds left on the clock, and the Seawolves are down by 7, with the Pioneers leading 71-64. Quick stat check, as the Pioneers' leading scorer is Aaron Clark, their point guard, with 17 points. Bryce Johnson follows him up with 13 points of his own. For the Stony Brook Seawolves, Anthony Roberts and Elijah Olani both have 12 points of their own. So here we go out of the break. Stony Brook will have the ball, but they are down by 7, and they're going to need to work with some tempo here. Here comes Jenkins, passes to Roberts, who gives it to Rodriguez up top, and now back to Jenkins on the left wing. He finds Policelli in the left corner for 3, and it goes down, so the lead is cut to 4 with a big three-point shot from Frankie Policelli.
And that's exactly what you want to see. Get Policelli open for him to hit his shots, because he's the best three-point shooter on his team.
So here comes Sacred Heart. Tyler Thomas working on Anthony Roberts. He gets it to the top of the key and is looking. It's poked out by Roberts. Rodriguez unable to handle as it goes out of bounds. Sacred Heart keeps the ball. So here we go. Just over 3 minutes left in the game. Pioneers lead 71-67. Still a two-possession game. Watson passes it in to Clark, and he'll work the clock. Shot clock down under 10 now. He drives, and it's blocked by Policelli. But they're going to call a foul on Policelli. It did not look like he made any contact with Clark on that drive. It looked like a clean block from here, but the ref saw it differently.
Yeah, I thought it was a clean block by Policelli, but the refs thought it was wrong. They thought it was actually a foul, but now if you're looking at the replay, it looks like Policelli had a clean block.
Luckily for the Seawolves, Clark misses his first free throw, so it's still a 4-point game. Let's see what he does here on his second attempt. Score 71-67, Sacred Heart leads. 2 minutes, 58 seconds. Clark hits his second free throw. Pioneers up by 5. Roberts working from the right wing. Hits Rodriguez on the left wing, and he'll hit Jenkins, who comes around from the baseline. They hit Policelli again, this time not an open opportunity. Here comes Rodriguez, kicks it over to Jenkins on the left wing, and he works as the shot clock makes its way under 10 now. Down to 7. Rodriguez drives, ball's tipped out by Watson of Sacred Heart. Stony Brook keeps possession, but they only have 5 seconds left on the shot clock. 2 minutes, 32 seconds left in this game. Seawolves down by 5. Rodriguez off the back of Clark, and he gets a quick, easy layup. Heads up play by Rodriguez. Clark had his back to him. He threw it off his back, got the ball back, and put in an easy layup as Seawolves cut the lead to 3.
And that was just a phenomenal play by Rodriguez. Throws it off the defender back, and then gets the ball back and scores the layup. That was so unexpected, but so smart by Rodriguez, and he's a smart basketball player.
Thomas working the other way for Sacred Heart, forces a three-pointer up with good defense from Anthony Roberts. Here's Julio Jenkins for 3, but it's short. And now Sacred Heart gets the ball back as the game clock runs under 2 minutes. Sacred Heart still has 3-point lead, 72-69, and Clark will work that clock. And now a timeout by the Pioneers. Wow, so a bit of a switch in momentum here just off the heads-up play from Rodriguez. The under-the-basket throw-in play throws it off Clark's back, gets the pass back, throws in a quick layup of his own, cuts the lead to 3, and then you had an opportunity to tie it up with Jenkins on the open three-point attempt. Unfortunately, it was short, so Sacred Heart still has a 3-point lead, and now they have the ball.
Yeah, and going back to that play was just smooth, basically. That's what I have to call it, because he throws it off the defender's back. Nobody expects it, and then he gets the ball back, scores the layup, and that's just like, you see that move when you're playing in the streets, basically. Like in Rucker Park, Riverbank, all them other parks, but you rarely see that in an organized basketball game. So a nice trick out of Rodriguez booked.
So
hit
let's
that
see
trick play.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see here. Crowd was getting into it a moment ago. They should still be in it now. Seawolves down by 3. Clark working the clock. Shot clock gets to 10 now. He dribbles down to the left baseline, and now it's kicked out to Thomas up top. He works to his right on Roberts. Stuck on the baseline, does a spin fadeaway. No good. Rebounded by Green. He's fouled on the rebound by none other than Nico Gillette. So Stony Brook will have free throws, it looks like, as they're in the bonus. So Tyke Green will have free throws here after the foul on Gillette.
And now they're in the bonus, so Tyke Green needs to hit these free throws. And he
misses
doesn't.
the first one. No good. So Seawolves still down 3. Pioneers lead 72-69. Clock strikes a minute 15 left in this game. Crowd chanting defense. Let's see if it gives the Seawolves some momentum. Here's Clark now as the shot clock goes under 10 seconds. He's working on Rodriguez. Rodriguez pokes it out. Shot clock down to 5. Clark makes a move. Step back 3. No good. Rebound up for grabs. Green gets it. He finds Jenkins, who mishandles it but regathers, and now he's making his way. Seawolves down by 3. Clock with 45 seconds. Jenkins takes the 3, and it's good! And he ties the game. Jaleel Jenkins from three-point land and ties it up. We are all tied up here at Island Federal Arena, 72-72, with 42 and a half seconds left in this game.
Nice shot by Jaleel Jenkins, realizing that I'm going to take this shot in clutch time. And guess what? That's exactly what he does. Waits and then shoots it. Caught the defense, unexpected. Shoots it, little bit contested, makes the 3, and now this game is tied with 42.5 seconds left to go in the second half.
And we see the replay here on the big board. You know, Nico Gillette just left him with too much space.
Yeah.
Jaleel Jenkins, we've seen him a couple times. He'll pull it from a couple feet deep, and down by 3, probably one of the best times to give it a shot.
Exactly.
And this time, it goes down to tie the game.
And it just shows that Jaleel Jenkins is just fearless because he's able to pull it from deep and make sure that, oh, I'm going to make sure I tie this game because I missed that three-pointer on the previous play. So nice job by him hitting that three-point shot. And now it's tied 72-72 with 42 seconds left to go left in this game.
And whether he meant to do it or not, a bonus from that quick shot by Jaleel Jenkins is you guarantee yourself one more possession in this game. So even if Sacred Heart goes down and scores, you'll have an opportunity to tie it up or win the game.
You're right about that.
We have a tie game here at Island Federal Arena in Stony Brook, New York. All tied up at 72. Sacred Heart Pioneers here facing the Stony Brook Seawolves. And we only have 42 seconds left in this game. So we'll see what the Seawolves come out with on defense to try and stop Sacred Heart from taking the lead. On the floor for the Stony Brook Seawolves, you have Jaleel Jenkins, Tyke Green, Frankie Policelli, Anthony Roberts, and Rodriguez. And for Sacred Heart, they're going to go with Watson, Clark, Gillette, Johnson, and Thomas. Stony Brook working the full court press. Sacred Heart gets it into Clark, but Rodriguez is sticking him for the whole court. Clark makes his way over half court, Shot clock down to 20. Game clock down to 31. Clark working on the left wing. He drives. Now he has Policelli on him, the switch he wanted. He drives to the left. He puts a shot up. It's no good, but the rebound is hit out of bounds on Sacred Heart. It's going to be Stony Brook ball, but they're going to go to the camera to review. But we also have Tyke Green is on the floor getting up slowly for the Seawolves. It looks like he took a tumble and landed on his back off that rebound opportunity.
So, with the miss with Clark, now the Seawolves have 21 seconds left to try to put this game away. So if I'm the Seawolves, I would like to milk down the clock and make sure I score with about 201 seconds left. So it's going to be hard for Sacred Heart to get a shot off with less seconds.
So right now we have a crucial review to see who the ball went out of bounds on. We're seeing the replay here. Hard to get a good look from that angle, but the call on the floor was for Stony Brook possession. So like you said, if you do have the ball, you got to hold for one and either win this game or take it to overtime.
Yeah, but if I'm the Seawolves, I want to win this game and get up out of here. I would not want to go to overtime because it was hard for us to come back in this game. So why not end it now when you have the chance instead of going into overtime and going through another hardship?
Absolutely. Momentum is on your side. But also, too, after this replay review, it could very well be Sacred Heart ball, in which case you got to come back out and get another stop on defense to make sure you force this thing into overtime.
Yeah.
So, here we go. Quite a nail-biter here at Island Federal Arena. We're all tied up 72-72 as the Sacred Heart Pioneers are trying to put a damper on the home opener for the Stony Brook Seawolves. But we still have 21 and a half seconds left in this game. And as of right now, Stony Brook has possession, but the officials are looking at the replay to see who the ball did go out of bounds on. If Stony Brook has the ball, they will likely hold for one and try and get out of here with the win or force this thing to overtime. If the official call on the floor is overturned and Sacred Heart has the ball, the Seawolves will need to get another stop and try to force this thing to overtime and give yourself a few more minutes of basketball to try to come out of here with a win in your home opener.
Yeah. So let's see what the Seawolves draw up here with 21 seconds left to go.
So, if you're just joining us here on 90.1 FM WUSB Radio, the Seawolves are in a nail-biter as they're all tied up with 21 seconds left in this game, 72 all against Sacred Heart. Your leading scorers, Aaron Clark for the Sacred Heart Pioneers has 18 points, followed up by Bryce Johnson, who has 13 points of his own. For the Seawolves, Anthony Roberts, Elijah Olani, and Jaleel Jenkins all have 12. So spread out scoring for the Seawolves. And the official call on the court is it will be Seawolves basketball. So they will likely hold for one here, Mo. And we'll see who is going to take this game-winning shot. Ball passed in. Clock strikes under 20 seconds now as Jenkins brings it over half court.
So it looks like they're going to feed the hot hand, Jaleel Jenkins.
Clock strikes 12 seconds now. Fans are getting into it. Jenkins goes back and forth. 8 seconds now. Still waiting to make a run towards the basket. 5 seconds. 4, 3. Jenkins crosses up. He kicks it out to Roberts for 3 for the win. Oh! Oh! He made it! Oh my God! He made it! He made it! An absolute stunner here at Island Federal Arena. Anthony Roberts brings the house down with a game-winning 3-point shot.
Wow. And a nice shot by Anthony Roberts with 3 seconds left to go. Jaleel Jenkins looked like he lost his dribble, so finds Anthony Roberts, hits the contested 3, and the Seawolves will walk out of Island Federal Arena with the W against Sacred Heart.
Wow. What can you say after that? Probably not the play they drew up out of the timeout.
Yeah.
But Jenkins dribbled back and forth, got the clock down to about 6 seconds as he made his way towards the basket. A double team came, and he found the right man, Anthony Roberts, whose man slid to Jenkins on the play. So he kicks it out to Roberts with a wide open three for the win, and he nails it. And the official review is good. He got the shot off in time. So the Seawolves will walk out of here with their first win of the season, 75-72 over the Sacred Heart Pioneers.
And that's a great feeling to walk out of Island Federal Arena with the W off a buzzer beater. Like, just wow. Like, just, you can't explain anything better than that. Just a nice play drawing up. And it wasn't even the initial play to draw up because it was initially drawn for Jaleel Jenkins. And Jaleel Jenkins fumbles the ball, gets the ball back, dribbles back, finds Roberts, and Roberts scores a three-pointer to hit the buzzer beater. And now the Seawolves will go 1-2.
You couldn't have written a better script for this game as the Seawolves win their home opener and their first game of the season on a game-winning buzzer beater three-point shot from Anthony Roberts. A couple box score highlights from tonight's game. Aaron Clark for the Sacred Heart Pioneers with 18 points. Anthony Roberts, the savior, the most valuable player, with the game-winning shot and 15 points to lead the Seawolves. Anything else you want to bring onto this broadcast, Mo?
Like you said, you could have not written that play better than anybody. And it was a nice job, and it was a pleasure to call this game with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Once again, your Stony Brook Seawolves get their first win of the season in their home opener, 75-72 over Sacred Heart Pioneers. Their next game coming up on Wednesday at Fairfield at 2 p.m. So make sure to get a load of that one. For that, we are done here at Island Federal Arena as the Seawolves get the win. For Myhre Sise, I'm Jake Myhre, sending it back to the studio, and Matt for some updates.